what ends up happening when I spent the majority of my adult life not being involved in the Minnesota Republican Party. I was involved in politics nationally. I mean, it's not like I haven't been involved, but I've told this story to my audience many times. You know, when that 2020 election happened, I freaked out. I said, "Man, politics is local. I got to get involved." Now, there's many reasons why I felt that way, uh, but I got involved right away. I got involved. And I ran into the Republican Party here in Minnesota like a whirlwind. And it's not that I support or don't support President Trump. Of course, I voted for President Trump. But the ideas to me are philosophical. Some people get attached to a person, a leader. That's great. I'm not knocking that.
Yeah.
If somebody has a great cathexis, a love for President Trump, that's cool. I have a love for ideas.
Yeah.
That's where I'm coming from. So I have a love for the Republicanism, the idea that, as you said, when Abraham Lincoln created this party, because he was no longer going to buy the accommodation of the Whigs with the Democrats to keep slavery in place, he said, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
That's badass, right?
Yeah.
You know, and he went off and, and we're going through, and this is what AK is saying, and I've said it, and those of you who have been watching the show, AK said this is a very special time that requires a kind of unity that is not really in regular times required. And I agree with you. And I've got people in my base of people, my constituents, that are going to say, geez, Penn, you're kind of saying we should be getting along with this guy. We all have to get along.
Yeah.
And here's what I believe. If you want the party to be the way you want it, get involved in the party.
100%.
We need to get you in. Now, I will be frank and say there are people that are going to try to hold you out. Okay, no, you're not. You're going to find AK, or you're going to find me. You're going to find people that are going to help you get in the party. Because AK, before we came on, he was saying he doesn't believe in manipulating people when they come. He just wants people in the party.
That's right.
And then they get to vote, right?
That's right.
Isn't that great?
That is. And so, like, fundamentally, at my core, I do believe that God gives us rights, right? We are born with God-given rights, talents, skills, and abilities. And I think that the Republican Party is the party that helps best reflect that, just truth that exists in the world. And then you can build everything from that foundation. If God gives us all of these rights, then we should maybe create a system that allows, these rights to actually matter, and that allows the power to rest with the people. And ultimately, I think that in the Republican Party, we have the best opportunity to actually uphold that ideal and bring that into actual legislative practice, into policies, laws, the whole 9 yards. But when it comes to people getting involved, the dirty secret, I think, is that, and I think some of it's intentional by certain people, as a general idea that, we have our little power centers, and whenever that power is threatened, if you're the king of your little fiefdom, you don't like being challenged. And I get that general feeling, but the dirty secret is politics is one of the easiest things to be involved in, and you can ascend very quickly, rapidly, by just showing up. And so I think some people don't like when I say that, because some people have the position of like, hey, let's just kind of like keep doing what we do. Like, we're the best representatives of the people. And I'm like, no, man, I want as many new people to show up as possible. Iron sharpens iron, and it will be representative of the people that show up. But the thing is, right, as easy as it is, it's something that hardly anyone does. So how easy is it to get involved and actually, get into leadership of running your local Republican Party unit? It's very easy. When we have caucuses, and every 2 years we elect new delegates to that caucus system, right? The next one's coming up in 2026. If you showed up with 50 of your neighbors, and I know that might seem like a big number.
10.
Right. And I know, but I'm saying the reason I say 50, 10 would be your precinct. But if you showed up with 50 people in your BPOU, when I say your neighbor, I'm saying people that just live in your town or within, let's say, like
your Senate district,
like 3 miles of where you live, and you got 50 people to show up,
you're the jefe.
You win. 50. So people are like, oh yeah, I know some people are going to say, what about Otter Tail County? Without opening up that can of worms, assuming that there's not like a thing that you have to sign and you want to bring in your new paperwork. I have whole other ideas and beliefs on what all went down with Otter Tail County. But outside of that, if you show up in any of these BPOUs with 50 of people, 50 of your friends that think like you can easily take over a BPOU. Now, am I telling people that they should do that? If you don't like who your representatives are, sure, do it. And my pushback to my friends that are elected representatives or are currently in power is you need to apparently do a better job. If there's enough people that want to challenge you to come for your spot, it means that you have not been receptive to the people, and
You
that's
know,
on you.
AK, I think I'm starting to like you because I feel the